Sea Captains, a record of 1 win, 2 losses, a goals against of 488, a save percentage of 87.5 as we are underway from the Rose Garden Ice Arena. Thanks again for tuning on in, folks. I'm Zach McGinnis. You're watching this game alongside all Norwich Sea Captains games all season long right here on Hockey TV. Here is Harwell chipping one off the glass. Got as far as center ice for McKinney, sends it back in. Now Sachs tries a hard pass, wanted to connect with Souza. Instead, that gets deflected into the Norwich bench. Face-off will be at center ice. Just 26 seconds gone by. Norwich in their home white uniforms with the navy and red trim. They'll skate from right to left on your screens at home here in the first period. New Jersey in their road black uniforms with the red and gray trim, skating from left to right. Jamison Bain with a face-off win. Ward the first one there, off the boards, and he picks up Kinahan. Kinahan tried giving along for Manahan outside of his reach. At center ice, it's flipped back on down, this time by Mason Garnhart. Around the boards it goes. First one there is Kieran Olsen. Olsen, one of those U18 players making their debut for New Jersey. 6 players total making their debut for the Titans in this game. Bain works it in a bit further, chipped up out of the zone. Ward nearly able to break things up, but now back along it's Cameron Burns. Burns, another one of those players, hard into the corner. Getting the worst of that was Daryl Smith. Manahan here on the near side, looking to move it on forward. Bain in the corner. Manahan half wall. McKinney from the point. That goes well wide. Takes an interesting hop off the backboards. Salas keeps it alive and sends it back down low. Pass in front off the stick of Cymbaluk. A shot saved by Alex Cymbaluk, and he holds on as Jacob Renbarger came in from the high slot undefended. And Cymbaluk makes an early save. Alex Cymbaluk, a native of Trumbull, Connecticut, made his NA3HL debut last season with these very same New Jersey Titans. He started the first game of the Titans season against the Danbury Junior Hat-Tricks. Had a lower body injury in the first period, and that was it. That was his entire NA3HL season. He's getting a little more work here with the Sea Captains. Sean Loftus, a former Northeast General, goes hard around the boards. Can't be corralled by Moran. Puck still pinned up along the half wall, now chipped back deep into the Sea Captain zone. Loftus gets there first. His pass outside the reach of Schemmel. Shot from the point, and Cymbaluk steers it into the corner. Schemmel has lost his stick, simply standing there watching it. Meanwhile, here is Loftus sending one off the glass, gets as far as the red line. McKinney the first one there. McKinney knocked down by Harwell. Now a bad turnover, saved by Cymbaluk, as suddenly finding the puck on his stick was Nick Lang. Cleared out of the zone by Schemmel. No icing on this play as it rolls in on the goal of Hensley. Titans deep in their own end. They'll get the puck as far as the red line before Sachs is able to intercept. He then puts it onto the stick of Brian Lupo, and Lupo will chip it back down into the Norwich zone. Over 2.5 minutes gone by in the first period. Sea Captains still looking for their first shot on goal as this is sent in front. Cymbaluk makes a save. Puck rattles across the blue paint and ends up in the far corner. Chipped up the wall. Ethan Ranger's able to get it as far as the red line. Sam Semft will send it back on in. Semft has been a revelation for this New Jersey Titans squad. Coming into the game, he leads them in points with 11. We have a penalty as Sachs is hit up high. He is slow to get back up to his feet. But with 2:58 gone by in the first period, we have our first power play as making his way to the penalty box is Riley Havland. Sachs still a bit shaken up in the corner, so head trainer Jen Trujillo will head on out and take a look at him. Both these teams playing with short benches, and it's going to be a 5-minute major power play for the Norwich Sea Captains. Early in the game, Riley Havland has not been kicked out, so he'll watch from the sin bin for a while. Sachs able to get back up to his feet, and he'll make his way back to the Norwich bench under his own power. And, well, I take that back. Riley Havland is going to be shown the gate. So 2:58 into the first period, and Riley Havland has been lost for the game. Well, the Norwich Sea Captains, we said this during the last road game down in New Jersey. The starts of these games so important, and now they have a 5-minute major power play to start things off here in the first. They'll need to begin from 200 feet down the ice as it's sent all the way down. Cymbaluk will leave it behind the net for Moran. Moran working his way over the blue line, connects up ahead with Holton. Cam Holton sends far side, outside the reach of Ranger. Ranger catches up to it in the corner. Goes back to Moran at the point. Now Moran with a little time. Has an option in Hayden. Instead swings down low. Deflected towards goal, but wide. Off the boards and out of the zone. Taking a look at these teams' specialty teams. Sea Captains come into this game with the 23rd ranked power play. They convert on 18.9% of their chances as Moran's shot bounces in on Hensley. Hayden keeps it alive. Meanwhile, the Titans, they'll want to tighten things up on the penalty kill. They only kill off 68.4% of their penalties. Sent near side for Hayden. Hayden at the hash marks, goes back, Ranger a drive, and he misses the net. Now Hayden, back to Moran. Along for Ranger again, not in the wheelhouse. Ranger swings one towards the slot. That goes off a couple sticks before it's sent all the way down the ice. 1:10 gone by on the major power play. Serving the penalty for New Jersey is Roland Ponakal. Sea Captains begin to work out. Here is Trevor Souza. Souza drives into the Titans zone, now down deep. He'll shovel one along far side. Daryl Smith stepping on in. Gives back Souza. Souza walking along the goal line. Now behind the net. Has an option in Kinahan and gives to him. Kinahan, top of the circle. Back for Souza. They'll switch positions. Kinahan back for Souza. He's able to corral a bouncing puck. Kinahan again on the half wall. This time stripped by Mason Garnhart. Garnhart gets it down. He'll keep the pressure on. Takes a tumble, takes out Souza with him. Meanwhile, here is Kinahan galloping through the neutral zone. Jack Kinahan to the outside. In the corner. Looking for an option, sends one in front just outside the reach of Troy Harwell, who was streaking through the slot. Now 2 minutes gone by on the power play, 5 minutes gone by in the first. Here is Smith, leaving it behind for Moran. Tony Moran, the Floridian, with speed into the New Jersey zone. Moran around the net, sends one in front, can't connect with Ward. Pass goes all the way out towards the neutral zone. Schemmel will recover, gives to Ranger. Ranger at the red line, going east to west. He tries swinging one deep in the zone. Salas is there to pick it off, and he sends it all the way down. Now 2:20 to go on the power play. Norwich with 2 shots on goal with its man advantage so far. Here is Hayden into the zone. Hayden stops at the blue line, looks for an option, sends one off the stick of Holton. Holton runs into a teammate in Schemmel. Schemmel eventually corrals it, gives along for Souza. Souza down low, and now back up at the point. Souza a shot. That gets deflected over the top of the net. Jameson Bain with the rebound, and he sent it wide. Here is Hayden now. Hayden walking on in, takes the shot, gloved by Hensley, and he'll hold on. 13:46 to go in the first period, 1:45 to go on the Norwich major power play. That sent Riley Havlin to the locker room early. Face-off will be to the right of Hensley. Hensley familiar with the Constitution State before heading on down to the New Jersey Titans. He was a member of the Connecticut Chiefs U18 team. Harwell kicked out of the face-off circle, or rather, given a warning, and he'll win the face-off back to Trevor Souza. Here's Souza looking for a shooting lane. His shot goes off the skates of Lupo. Kept alive. Nice job by Smith. Smith's now stepping on in. His shot goes high. Kinahan picks it up. Kinahan back for Souza at the point. 90 seconds to go on the power play. Kinahan and now Souza. Souza fakes the shot, gives back Kinahan. Kinahan throws one that just missed by inches. Smith keeps it alive at the blue line again. Under some pressure, works it down deeper into the zone. First one there is Sempt. Sempt sends one off the back of the referee's leg, so it doesn't go very far. Kinahan now in the corner, run into by Garnhart. Harwell there as well. Harwell got high-sticked on the play, looking at the referee for a call, but there's none coming. Under a minute to go on the power play. Smith wraps around Souza. Trevor Souza getting on his horse over the blue line. onto the stick of McKinney and sent all the way down again. Sea Captains having some trouble finding the lanes that they want in the offensive zone. You see how aggressive New Jersey is on their penalty kill. Nearly 3 players in the zone. 30 seconds to go on the power play. Here is Holton, stripped of the puck at the blue line. Schemmel hit it with a high stick, just as quickly canceled on out by Duke Kirsting. And now Moran from center ice, in and out of the glove of Hensley. Salas in the corner turns away from the pressure of Ranger, retreating behind the net, puts one onto the stick of Kirsting, and Kirsting will be able to clear. Kirsting at the red line avoids a check from Ranger. Now here is McKinney with 5 seconds to go on the major power play. He'll send it down deep, and the New Jersey Titans have killed off a 5-minute major power play. The Sea Captains ice the puck, and now the Titans will have an offensive zone faceoff with 11:58 to go in the first period. Still no score between New Jersey and Norwich. Well, certainly frustrating for the Norwich Sea Captains not being able to convert on their major power play. You don't get opportunities like that too often. Here's Alex Blazak on the draw for the Titans. A clean win by Ranger. Norwich unable to clear the zone. From the point, a shot by Sempt is seen all the way by Cymbaluk. Holton sends one off one of the I-beams holding up the ceiling here. And so the faceoff will remain in the Norwich zone. Ceiling is, it's a sufficient height here at the Rose Garden Ice Arena. Obviously, Cam Holton certainly always would like a little bit more vertical space. But, you know, construction costs gets expensive. Either way, back underway, back at the point. Here is Sempt trying to work his way around Kinahan. Kinahan stays with him the entire way. Sempt puts it onto the stick of Ponakal. Ponakal then gets hit for his troubles. Back at the point, covering for Sempt was Blazak. Blazak shot gets blocked. Turned over, and Ward from the red line will send it down deep. Chasing after this is Noah Scherf. Scherf run into by Harwell behind the net. In support, Sempt will pick it up. He goes out the same side wall. And the Titans gain the red line and send it down deep. First one there for New Jersey is Taito Ishigaki. Ishigaki sends back into the Zamboni corner. Racing on in and trying to grab it was Blazak. Now on goal, saved by Cymbaluk, and he'll hold on. Always difficult for a goaltender when you're down in the butterfly to try and adjust where he is. Cymbaluk had already gone down, and then that puck squirted to his glove side, so he had to reach back to grab it. But he's a goaltender. He's flexible enough to pull that off, as opposed to certain other people speaking right now. And the faceoff will be to Cymbaluk's right. Off the draw, it's one back for Garnhart. He wraps one around the boards. Behind the net, picking it up is Lupo. Lupo tries to get a cycle going with Renbarger. Renbarger lost possession of the puck. Chipping in is Garnhart again. Moran behind the net, outside of his reach. Now Kieran Olsen. D-to-D they go. Garnhart a shot. Puck loose in the slot. Cleared out of danger by Souza. Souza's just able to poke it over the blue line. Puck trickles into New Jersey zone. McKinney just as quickly sends it back the other way. Loftus waiting for it. Can't get around Lupo. Looking for the hit was Holton. Holton got the worst of it. Sent down into the Norwich zone. New Jersey offer a full sail change, so Tony Moran has a little time to gain speed. Moran hits the red line and throws one in on goal. Hensley simply directs it into the corner. Holton coming together with Noah Scherf in a battle of number fives. Scherf on one knee has a puck underneath him. Holton still keeping him pinned up against the boards. More players enter into the scrum. Everybody digging at it. And then losing his helmet on the play with Scherf, and that's what's going to draw the whistle. So 9:46 to go in the first period, just about halfway through, or rather just over halfway through this period. Noah Scherf will check the straps on his helmet. He is not required to leave the ice. And he'll stay on out for this defensive zone faceoff. Ethan Ranger, Drew Schemmel, and Troy Harwell up front for the Sea Captains. For New Jersey, it's Duke Kirsting on the draw. Kirsting managed to win it along to the wall. D-to-D they go. Salas Tried giving along further for Cameron Burns. No sale there. Meanwhile, here's Harwell at center ice. Harwell gets around one, sends it into the New Jersey zone. Loose puck collected and taken on out by Lang. Interesting bounce off the glass stanchion. Nearly results in disaster for New Jersey, but Sam Sempt is able to keep things calmed on down, and the puck finds its way back into the Sea Captain zone. Here is Lang, centering feed, nobody home for New Jersey. Ethan Ranger through center ice for Schemmel. Schemmel directs it into the corner. Run into by Schempf. Wrapped around near side wall, Burns. Long pass now, 2-on-1 developing for New Jersey. Here is Lang. Lang, his shot goes well wide. Had Kirsting with him, streaking down towards the back post. Ethan Ranger, a weak flip, gets it at least over the red line. Garnhart throws it back the other way, and now Matt Ward. Here's Harwell, picking up a loose puck between the skates, giving for Bain. Jamison Bain a shot, and Hensley will waffle board that one out of play. Wait, check out the growth of Jamison Bain as a player and as a shooter as well. Bain so far this year, only a goal and an assist, but he's become an offensive catalyst for this Norwich team. Last year, Jamison Bain was a defenseman for the Danbury Junior Hat-Tricks. Now here he is taking an offensive zone faceoff in a tied game. On a 50-50 draw, the puck squirts towards the net. Hensley wanted to get a glove on it. It's taken away by his defenseman, Isaiah McKinney. And McKinney gives along Garnhart. Long pass off the stick of Loftus. No icing on the play. First one there is Ponakal. Ponakal sends it in front. A shot, and it just went wide. Oh, Taito Ishigaki with the best opportunity for either team so far in this game. And then Ishigaki tried to knock down Loftus. Loftus with the reverse check managed to send Ishigaki down to the ice. Here's Ishigaki, recovered, given along for Salas, and he'll throw it down deep. Cymbaluk takes no chances, clamps a glove on top of it, and he'll settle in for a face-off to his left. 7:48 to go in the first period. Still no score between New Jersey and Norwich. Riley Havland of New Jersey, if you're just tuning on in, was ejected less than 3 minutes into this game. But the Titans did not surrender a goal on the major power play. Here is Holton. Now Moran. Tony Moran in a dangerous area right in front of a net. Manages to keep possession. Schemmel at the red line will send it down deep. First one there for New Jersey is Robert Sherman. That's exactly how the breakout's supposed to look. Here comes Salas. Pass towards the slot, goes off the stick of Sherman. Sherman recovers in the corner, goes back up to the point for Scherf. Scherf a shot. He scores! Noah Scherf fools Alex Cymbaluk. He goes upstairs, and with 7:15 to go in the first period, New Jersey leads it 1-0. For Scherf, it is his first goal of the season. They might ask for that puck for Noah Scherf, as it wasn't the hardest of shots, but it was exceptionally well placed just inside the far elbow of the net. And Alex Cymbaluk waved at it with his blocker, but unable to get enough. And so the Titans jump out to a 1-0 lead. Right back the other way, Harwell sends one into the breadbasket of Logan Hensley. He holds on. The faceoff will be to his right. Well, momentum certainly going New Jersey's way right now. They kill off the major power play. They find the first goal of the game. Now it's up to the Norwich Sea Captains to respond. Ethan Ranger will step in for this draw. Directing traffic with his defenseman. Ranger gets it back to Smith. Smith winds and fires. That goes off the shin pads of Kirsting. Back at the point, here's Ward throwing one towards goal. That's knocked down before it got through, this time by Lupo. Loose puck, everybody battling over each other. New Jersey well off sides as Lupo got turned around at the blue line and then slid into the zone. You see Troy Harwell on your screens as well, a bit snow covered. Faceoff will be outside the Norwich end. 6:49 to go in the first period, as Noah Surth has given New Jersey the 1-0 lead. Lupo on the draw against Jamison Bain. Bain with a clean face-off win. Hayden, D-to-D across Loftus. Off the board, Schemmel. Schemmel gets around McKinney. Here's Drew Schemmel into the zone. Schemmel gets slashed from behind, undetected by the referee. Schemmel is down in the corner. Play continues. Now finally the whistle, as Schemmel took a two-hander to his hands and wrist. And after Norwich had Nick Sachs injured earlier in this period, losing another player would certainly make the hill to climb a bit steeper. Schemmel is able to get back to the bench under his own power. Faceoff will be outside the New Jersey zone. We have not seen Sachs on the ice since he was shaken up 3 minutes into this one. That was the hit that led to Riley Havlin getting ejected. Thrown down the ice. First one, there's Mason Garnhart. Garnhart swings one behind the net, off the stick of, check that, that's Lang. Now Holton picks up the loose puck. Holton in the corner. 4 players make it 5. Eventually coming up with the puck and working his way on out is Ponicall. Sent all the way down. Picked up. And now here come the Sea Captains out of the zone. This is Jamison Bain. A snapshot from the blue line goes wide. Holton there to pick up the loose puck on the half wall. It's run into by a pair of defenders. Bain sends it down deeper. Robert Sherman will pick it up, and Sherman gives along for Garnhart. Garnhart keeps it on the same side wall. Moran with the hit. Puck still inside the zone. Holton tried flipping it around, gloved down by Garnhart. Everybody's still poking at it. Moran coming in for another hit. That's the second Titan he's dumped down to the ice in the past 10 seconds. Moran with the puck at the red line will send it down deep. Picked up by Scherf. Scherf's pass through center ice, poked off the stick of Ishigaki. Now Blazak circling in his own end. Reverses back Garnhart with about 5 to go in the period. Long pass, deflects into the Norwich zone. Moran off the glass, gloved down by Harwell. And Troy Harwell now entering into New Jersey zone. Harwell to the outside, watched closely by McKinney. Harwell centering feed, went off a couple sticks in front. Taken out of his zone by Ponicall. Ponicall can't go around Tim Hayden. Nice job by Hayden holding his line at the blue. Ward steps in. Ward, nice toe drag move, gives himself a little space. He'll send it down deep and go off for a change. McKinney leaves it for Salas. Deflected out of the zone by Ponicall. This rolls all the way down the ice with no icing on the play. So Daryl Smith reverses back Hayden. Hayden off the glass. You've noticed a couple times now players chipping the puck off the glass here at the Rose Garden Ice Arena, and the puck not exactly following the rules of geometry. The glass stanchions here do protrude somewhat into the playing surface, and that's why you see so many pucks bouncing around. Shot from the point gets deflected in front. It went off the stick of Kirsting and wide. Salas in the Zamboni corner. Souza there as well. Schemmel took a swipe at it, missed. Good thing, as it would have been a high stick. Now from the point, a shot deflects in front off of Kirsting and well out of play. Faceoff will remain in the Norwich zone with 3:43 to go in the first period. Cymbaluk has stopped 9 of 10 shots so far. Faceoff coming up to his left. It's Brian Lupo on the draw for New Jersey. He goes up against Ethan Ranger. Lupo wins it back to the point. Giving a swipe at it was Scherf. Didn't get very far with it. Now Holton, Kinahan, and everybody on their backhand gives along for Ranger. Ranger sends around far side. Kinahan will be the first one there. Reverses back down low. Holton. Now Ranger sneaking in was Moran. Ranger a shot saved by Hensley. Dumped all the way down on goal, so no icing on the play. So Cymbaluk will play along for Moran. New Jersey in the middle of a change. Here comes Moran Picking up some flankers in the forwards. Moran bounces one on goal. Hensley doesn't want to take a chance, and he'll hold on for a face-off to his right. 3:08 to go in the first period. New Jersey leading Norwich 1-0. For the Sea Captains, this will be their only game this week. They'll be in action after this one for Military Appreciation Night at the Rose Garden Ice Arena. That face-off scheduled for 8:30 on Saturday, November the 6th, and expecting a good crowd for that one. A couple hale and hearty Sea Captains fans watching this one today as this backhand shot fought off by Cymbaluk. Harwell, stick handling out of his own end, picks up Manahan, and now Timmy Hayden. Hayden at the blue line, stops, looks for an option. Hayden throws one towards goal. That goes wide. Chipped off the glass, onto the glove of Manahan. Manahan will send it back down deep. Sent back even further for McKinney. McKinney's pass goes off of the skate of Sherman. It's not exactly how you want the breakout to work. Now Ward couldn't control the puck off the boards. Turned over. Bain sends it down deeper. McKinney the first one there. 2:15 to go in the first period. At center ice. Getting spun around was Ishigaki. Harwell picks up the puck and sends it down deep. Chasing after this and getting there first is Souza. Souza pinned up against the boards by McKinney. Worked along further, holding the line Loftus. Loftus sends one on goal. That deflects off the blocker hand of Hensley. Souza tries going back down low. Garnhart sends around far side where Ishigaki will send it as far as the neutral zone. Loftus will send it back in. Now Garnhart again. D to D for McKinney with under 100 seconds to go. Turned over in front. Handing on the shot was Holton. Souza, he lost possession of it as well. Cleared out of the zone. Smith the last one back for Norwich. Under some pressure, he throws it near side for Souza. Souza from the red line will send it down deep. 80 seconds to go in the period. Hensley drops it off behind the net. Jersey looking to clear. They will. Here's Roland Ponakal. Ponakal gets knocked down at the red line. It's a delayed call coming up against the Sea Captains. Meanwhile, Salas in a shot. That goes wide. The rebound off the side of the cage. Daryl Smith is able to touch up. And with 1:03 to go in the first period, we'll get to see the New Jersey Titans power play for the first time in this game, leading 1-0. Sean Loftus will go to the penalty box, and he'll sit 2 minutes for tripping. Well, as we mentioned, when it comes to special teams, the New Jersey Titans wanted to tighten up their penalty kill. The Norwich Sea Captains want to do the same as well. Sea Captains come in ranked 30th out of 34 teams in the NA3HL. They only kill off 59.3% of their penalties. Meanwhile, the Titans' power play has certainly found success. They are ranked 9th in the league, converting on 29.6 of their opportunities. So with under a minute to go now, the Titans will get set up on their power play. Here is Sempt looking for a shot, instead dishes off Ponakal. Now Sempt again at the top of the umbrella for Ponakal near side. Ponakal slides it down further. This is Lang back for Ponakal. A shot. It bounces around the front of the net. Never got close to crossing the goal line. Shot, bit handcuffed, goes off the side of the cage. Now it pops out in front. Cymbaluk is able to swipe it away. Lang in the corner. Turned over. Sent all the way down the ice by Holton with 25 to go. Hensley leaves it behind for Salas. 20 to go in the period. Lucas Salas, a native of Hazlet, New Jersey, sends it on down. This puck wraps all the way around the boards. First one there is Lupo. Now Hayden near side, 5 to go in the period. Bouncing puck in the high slot. 2 seconds, and at the buzzer, a shot off the blocker. 57 seconds. And we are back underway. Norwich in their home white uniforms with the red and navy trim. They skate from left to right on your screens at home for the second period. Logan Hensley stays in goal to our right for New Jersey. Alex Cymbaluk manning the pipes for Norwich to our left as this gets sent all the way around the boards. First one there is Blazak. Return pass was intercepted, sent all the way down the ice. 30 seconds to go on the power play. Here is McKinney. Softly up ahead for Ishigaki. Ishigaki far side picks up Salas. Salas hits the blue line and stops. Goes back to the point. D to D. Now McKinney. McKinney lost possession of the puck. Picked up by Souza and sent all the way down. 7 seconds to go on the power play. Sea Captains will be happy to get back to 5-a-side hockey. And then with Loftus out of the box, that's exactly where we are. Shot, they score! Oh, Taito Ishigaki with a changeup. Goes past the glove hand of Cymbaluk. And it's 2-0 New Jersey. Officially, it will be an even strength goal. But Ishigaki putting a little English on that shot. And it somehow manages to fool Alex Cymbaluk to double up the lead for the Titans. It's 2-0. And for Taito Ishigaki, it is his first goal of the season, as the New Jersey Titans might head on home with a large contingent of pucks. Sea Captains need a response. Here's Manahan from the blue line, gloved by Hensley. He'll hold on. Shots on goal for the first period were 13-9 in favor of New Jersey. And they have scored early on here in the second to make it 2-0. Ethan Ranger on the draw for the Sea Captains. Worked up and out of the zone by the Titans. Loose puck at center ice, giving a swipe at it was Ward, but able to take possession is Jacob Renbarger. Renbarger lost possession. Here's Manahan sending it down deep. Schemmel will chase after it. First one there for the Titans is Scherf. At the blue line, Titans unable to get it out of their zone. Now able to do so. Up ahead, it's Kieran Olsen. Olsen tried a spinorama move, sent down to the ice by Hayden. Chipped off the glass by Loftus. This puck, if it has enough, it will be icing. And it just crosses the goal line to get the whistle. 1:58 gone by in the second period. Titans leading it 2-0. And as we mentioned in our pregame, the Sea Captains have dropped their last 7 games in a row, stretching back to October the 3rd. And this is the first of 2 games in a row that they'll play against the Titans, as New Jersey will be the opponent for Military Appreciation Night as well. Here is Ranger at center ice, flipping it as far as the blue line where it's gloved down by Sal. Sal stripped of the puck. Here comes Cam Holton in. Holton, a shot saved by Hensley, and he holds on. Cam Holton with the Sea Captains' best offensive opportunity so far in this game. And that includes the 5-minute major power play that Norwich had early in the first. You saw how low Hensley got. Almost like Jonathan Quick. Seems like you're half down on the ice already. But for Hensley, it works. It also looked like he might have been trying to bait Holton to going to the blocker's side, because as soon as Holton loaded up for the shot, Hensley was in the right position to make the save. Puck back down into the Norwich zone, behind the net of Alex Cymbaluk. At the point. A shot deflects on in, saved by Cymbaluk as he reaches out with the left leg to make the save. From his backside, able to keep the puck in the zone was Cameron Burns. Here is Kinahan. Played off the boards for himself, out of his reach. And so Salas reverses back, same side, and back down into the Norwich zone. Daryl Smith tried forking one along, back up the near side. Instead, that's knocked down. Puck now behind the net, wrapped around far side. Kinahan will pick it up. Kinahan, without much help, picks up some support in Schemmel and gives to him. Drew Schemmel looking to go inside out on Lucas Salas. Norwich in the middle of a change. That's why there was no support. Now Scherf, already with a goal in this game. 3-on-2 into the zone. Scherf, a shot blocked by Moran. Moran with possession of the puck. Has Holton in front of him. Moran will take it along himself. Puck goes behind the net of Hensley. Picked up by Scherf. Scherf plays up the wall and out of the zone. Now Souza at the red line. Canceled out along the wall by Ishigaki. Ishigaki goes back for McKinney. Isaiah McKinney, a Menlo Park, California native, got it as far as the red line before Souza will flip it back on down. Now Scherf. They'll keep things on this side of the ice. Ponikal, unable to clear. Shot by Ward went wide. Bain in the corner. And now Kinahan. Kinahan for Holton. Holton runs into some trouble in a pair of New Jersey defenders. Puck squirts on out. Ponikal is able to flip it out of the zone, and he'll go off for a change. No icing on the play, waved off at the last moment. So Hayden plays off the boards, off the stick of Harwell, and Harwell will chase. Senft and Harwell in the corner. Senft goes into the wall, managed to direct the puck for McKinney. McKinney for Lang, and now it's Renbarger. Jacob Renbarger sends one that goes through the blue paint and wide. Keeping alive in the zone, but only for a moment was Lang, for it's knocked off his stick, dumped back down, and Drew Schemmel will simply throw this puck all the way down the ice. This will be icing against Norwich. And with 5:04 gone by in the second period, the Sea Captains will have another defensive zone face-off to deal with. Frustration growing for the Sea Captains, as they have not been able to get much sustained pressure at any point in this game. Brian Lupo on the draw for New Jersey. He'll go against Jamison Bain. Shot on right off the faceoff, saved by Cymbaluk. Puck pops out into the near side corner where Hayden sends around far side for Troy Harwell. The former Bay State Bobcat is able to chip it up ahead, and Schemmel from the neutral zone will send it down deep. Harwell in pursuit. Puck rolls around to the far side. Salas reverses back behind the net, and now Senft. Played weakly along the boards. Hayden will pop on in. Senft will get another opportunity. He likes the center of the ice better. Senft taken down from behind. No call coming here. Schemmel picking up 2-on-1 developing. Schemmel scores! Drew Schemmel! What a shot! And it's 2-1. Oh, finally, the Sea Captains get something going. Perhaps a penalty, perhaps not. The referee's arm stayed down. It turns into a 2-on-1, and Drew Schemmel snaps one short side over the glove hand of Logan Hensley to draw the Sea Captains within one. Oh, that's a big goal for the Sea Captains. This game seemingly getting out of reach early on. For Schemmel, it is his fourth goal of the season. And the Sea Captains are in business. Here's McKinney trying to clear. Cannot. Smith from the point. Shot gets blocked. Loose puck picked up by Duke Kirsting. Kirsting got it as far as the red line before Loftus sends it back down into the New Jersey zone. McKinney behind his net. Sea Captains need to be careful that they don't have too many men forechecking and getting caught down deep. Loftus, gloved by McKinney. Off the skate of Olsen and out of the zone. Now Loftus again. Norwich playing with a bit of pep in their step. It's Smith. Gives back Loftus. Far side. That does not go off the stick of Holton, and so icing is called. And the faceoff will come back down to the Sea Captain's end. 6 minutes, 21 seconds. Gone by in the second period. The teams have traded goals in this period. New Jersey leads at 2-1. Offensive zone faceoff coming up to the left of Alex Cymbaluk. Stepping in is Alex Blazak against Trevor Souza. Souza with a clean win. Smith unable to clear. Here's Senft at the point. Senft gives along Salas. Salas goes far side. Wanted to connect with Ponikal. Now Blazak. Senft at the point. Sends it into the near side corner. Ponikal there. Goes back to Salas at the point. Salas, that shot deflected off the post and wide. Oh, a nifty little deflection in front off the stick of Lang, and it nearly found the back of the net. Now Blazak throws one that Cymbaluk steers into the far corner. Looking to clear his Manahan, picks up some help from Souza, and then that goes off of somebody on the New Jersey bench. And so the faceoff will come outside the zone. 7:03 gone by in the second period. Sea Captains will finally be able to get a change, as there were some tired legs out on the ice following the icing faceoff and being stuck in their own end. So off the draw, here is Moran. Moran hard around the wall. Stepping in front of that is Lupo. He and Schemmel do battle. Puck goes back up to the point. Shot by Scherf gets blocked. And now Jamison Bain for Harwell. Harwell along Schemmel. Here comes Schemmel, who has the goal. Schemmel a drive, and that goes off the shin pad of Scherf and wide. McKinney behind the net. Leaves it for Lupo. Thrown up the boards. Ward was looking for the hit on Lang. Lang managed to fight through it. A quick shot by Lupo, punched aside by Cymbaluk. Everybody's formation seemingly breaking down here. Bit more fire wagony the last couple minutes. Puck pinned up against the wall behind the net of Cymbaluk. Lupo's able to pick it on out. Goes back up to the point. Here's Salas with a shot. Saved by Cymbaluk. The rebound loose in front, and Alex Cymbaluk is able to find the puck through a forest of legs and sticks to hold on for a whistle. 12:01 to go in the second period. A full sail change for the Sea Captains, as Hayden, Loftus, Kinahan, Holton, and Souza will make their way back onto the ice. Trevor Souza on the draw. And Souza wins it back behind the net. Loftus the first one there. Now Hayden for Souza. Souza with a little space in front of him, and he can certainly fly. Here's Souza from the neutral zone, sends it out of play. That actually went through the open door that leads to the Norwich Sea Captains locker room. And Drew Schemmel, being a gentleman, grabs the puck, gives it along back for the linesman, and the faceoff will be at center ice. 11:51 to go in the second. Souza and Kirsting on the draw. For New Jersey, it's Kirsting up front with Burns and Olsen. All three players normally featured for the New Jersey Titans U18 team. Loftus behind his own net. Tried playing it along for himself. Pinning himself up against the boards was Olsen. That forces a turnover in front, and kicking one wide was Cameron Burns. Not sure if that one would have counted if it crossed the goal line. Now Loftus into the skates of Souza. Play remains onside. Loftus a shot. That's partially deflected by Salas. In the corner, McKinney and Holton. Coming on by to pick up the puck is Kirsting. Kirsting gets knocked down to the ice. Now Holton. Delayed call coming up against New Jersey. There's the whistle. And with 11:07 to go in the second period, we'll get to see Norwich on the power play for the second time. They are 0 for 1 so far, although that does seem to be a bit misleading, as it was a major power play that they had to begin the game. Heading to the box for New Jersey is Cameron Burns, and Burns will sit 2 minutes for cross-checking. Let's see who assistant coach Nick DiNicola sends out on this first power play unit. It's going to be Souza, Schemmel, and Ethan Ranger up front. Troy Harwell, Tony Moran back on the point as they go with four forwards. Off the face-off win, it's Harwell under pressure. Throws down deep for Souza. Souza behind the net picks it up. Souza watched closely in the corner by Mason Garnhart. Behind the net, here's Schemmel. Thought about a lacrosse move for a moment. Back up at the point, Moran fakes the shot, gives back Harwell. Harwell has a lane, decides to give back to Moran. Moran a shot punched aside by Hensley. Ranger goes back to Moran at the point. Moran for Harwell. Harwell a drive, saved by Hensley again. Ranger goes back behind the net. Schemmel runs into Garnhart. Worked out on front. Puck was loose. A sharp angle attempt by Ranger off the shoulder of Hensley and out of play. Well, just 41 seconds into this power play, and already the Norwich power play seems much improved compared to the major power play earlier. It all starts with face-off wins. Much easier to get into your power play system when you win the offensive zone face-off. Ethan Ranger, Duke Kirsting on the draw, and Ranger with another face-off win. Back at the point, it's Moran. Moran fakes the shot, gives along Ranger. Now back to Moran. Moran doesn't have a shooting lane in front of him, so he'll slide it along for Harwell. Now Troy Harwell with 65 to go in the power play. Back for Moran. Moran winds and fires. Saved by Hensley. Puck is loose in front of the net. Now popping out towards the blue line and cleared out of the zone. Racing for it is Kirsting. Getting there first is Moran. He gives along for Ethan Ranger. Let's see how Norwich is through the neutral zone as Ranger gains the red line. Maintaining possession of the puck. Ranger will send it down deep. First one there is Souza. Dropped back for Ranger. 40 seconds to go on the power play. It's Ranger swooping around behind the net. Goes back up at the point. And now Hayden. Hayden back for Ranger. A one-time shot saved by Hensley. The rebound. They score! Trevor Souza! A power play goal. And we're tied at 2. Trevor Souza, right place, right time, and we are tied. For Souza, it is his second goal of the season. But finally, the Sea Captains are able to get set up in the offensive zone. Tony Moran and Tim Hayden playing quarterback. Ethan Ranger with the one-time shot. Hensley made the initial save, but the rebound pops right out to Trevor Souza. And with 9:36 to go in the second period, we are tied at 2. Here's Moran in the corner. Moran fights around a couple forecheckers. Puck still in the area. Harwell will pick it up, gives himself a little space, and feeds Cam Holton. The North Dakotan will gain the New Jersey zone. Lost possession of the puck at the hash marks. Titans looking to clear, and they will. Far side, it's Roland Ponakal. Ponakal, his pass just out of the reach of Ishigaki. Taito Ishigaki still working the puck out. Blazak tries sending it down deeper. Both times Holton's able to knock it on down. Holton absorbs a couple more checks. Puck in his skates. Eventually Loftus picks it out, gives to Moran. Moran off the boards, right on to Harwell. Now Bain. One hands one towards the net. Steered aside easily by Hensley. Bain behind the net. Checked off with the puck. Garnhart taken away by Holton. Puck in the Zamboni corner. Here is Loftus sneaking in from the point. Tries stick handling one over the goal line and nearly pulled it off. Just ran out of space. Cleared down the ice. This should have the legs for icing. There's the whistle. Titans will have to keep some tired legs out on the ice, as the officiating crew did a good job of making sure the right players stayed out there. 8:14 to go in the second period, and an offensive zone faceoff coming up for Norwich. Drew Schemmel, Ethan Ranger, Jack Kinahan up front for the home team. Matt Ward and Daryl Smith on the point. False start on the draw. They'll decline the yardage and do it all over again. Off the draw, here's Kinahan. Tried blindly sending it to where Schemmel was. Sent off the glass, chopped down by Ward, and Ward will flip it back down deep into the New Jersey zone. 8 minutes to go in the second period. Smith can't hold the blue line on a bouncing puck. Here's Kinahan at center ice. And now Ward. Ward will gain the red line and slap one on down off the stick of Hensley, directed into the corner. Kinahan picks up the loose puck. Kinahan, a centering feed for a Ranger, defensed away by Lang. Schemmel gloves one at center ice, and from the blue line, he'll drive one in on goal. Hensley wanted to play it, but then Jack Kinahan makes the decision for him. Faceoff will be in the New Jersey zone with 7:33 to go in the second period. I'm not sure what was said in the Norwich locker room between the first and the second periods, but whatever it was, it's working so far. It'll be Souza on the draw for Norwich. He has Harwell and Manahan flanking him on the wings. Hayden and Moran on the point. Here is Hayden at the blue line, throwing one towards goal. That goes off the legs of McKinney wide. Big hit just inside the New Jersey blue line. That elicits a couple whoops and hollers from the Norwich bench. Here is Salas. Has his stick lifted by Manahan. Moran under some duress, but still giving up ahead for Souza. Here's Trevor Souza all by himself. Can't get around McKinney. Reversed back. Now Souza sent in front and unable to pull the trigger was Harwell. A one-time shot by Manahan. Kicked aside by Hensley and cleared out of the zone. Oh, Norwich is buzzing right now. Here's Souza again. Souza fakes the shot from the slaughter. Shot goes wide. Manahan on the follow-through goes off the side of the cage. Kept alive by Loftus. Given for Harwell and Loftus again. Loftus on goal and Hensley gets a pad on it. Shooting gallery in the New Jersey zone. Hayden's shot gets blocked. McKinney looking to clear. Hayden holding the line. Hayden again holds the blue line. Sends one wide. Now Harwell with a little space. Troy Harwell on the half wall. Looking for an option. Draws three defenders. Chips along Souza who sends it wide. Now Hayden pinching on in. Goes back to Loftus at the point. Loftus tries threading a needle on through. Goes off a defender's skates. Hayden on one knee holds the blue line once again. Puck is finally knocked out of the zone. Hayden back up to his feet, gives to Harwell, and Harwell at the end of his shift will dump it on down. Hensley plays it back along the same side wall. Loftus holds the blue line. Loftus gets tripped as diving on through for New Jersey was Olsen. No call on the play, and then a shot by Harwell, gloved by Hensley. He'll hold on with 5:45 to go in the second period. Now you can hear the crowd at the Rose Garden Ice Arena getting into this one. This is the best that we've seen Norwich play at any point today. It might be the best that we've seen Norwich play in the last few games. It'll be Bain on the draw. He goes up against Taito Ishigaki. New Jersey won the faceoff. Here's Cameron Burns throwing one out of the zone. Ward back to retrieve under pressure as Olsen tries turning that one around. Ward falling down, managed to maintain possession. And this is thrown all the way down the ice. No icing on the play. It rolls in on goal. Hensley thought about covering it. Instead dished off by Scherf. And now Noah Scherf once again from behind his own net. Played off the stick of Ishigaki. Popped out towards center ice. And now it's Robert Sherman. Sherman taken down by Smith. They wanted a whistle. Now we have a whistle as the net has come off its moorings. Well, Daryl Smith perhaps getting away with one as he had his stick knocked out of his hands by Sherman. The reason why is because Sherman stepped on the stick and was tripped on the play, but no call. And the faceoff coming up in the Norwich zone. 5:05 to go in the second period. First offensive zone faceoff that the Titans have had in a little while as Alex Blazak settles in for a draw against Jamison Bain. Bain with a clean win, but a false start on the draw. So we'll do it all over again to Alex Cymbaluk's right. Let's see if Jamison Bain has another face-off win in that stick. He does as it gets sent over to his side. Ward behind his own net, wanted to reverse back, instead turned over. Pass goes all the way back up to Salas at the point. Salas gives along Renbarger. Renbarger across Garnhart. Garnhart fans on the shot. Schemmel right there to take it away. Schemmel picks up Ward, and Ward gets it as far as the New Jersey blue line. Now Lucas Salas again. At center ice, a bit of a suicide pass as Roland Ponakal had to look behind him. Schemmel picks it up. And Drew Schemmel, who got the scoring started for Norwich all by himself on a tour of the offensive zone at the blue line, drops it along for Loftus. Loftus had his stick tied up, and so the Titans are able to clear. Here's Ponakal with 4:20 to go in the period. His shot goes well wide. Ranger pinned up against the wall. Loose puck picked up by Harwell. Here come the Sea Captains out of the zone. Troy Harwell at the blue line comes into the zone onside. Salas neatly takes it away. Long pass up ahead. In by himself, it's Ponakal. Great save, Alex Cymbaluk. Now the Norwich Sea Captains come back the other way. It's Troy Harwell by himself. Harwell with Ranger. Shot saved by Hensley, and he'll hold on. Oh, breakaways coming fast and furious, and both goaltenders making highlight reel saves. .350 to go in the second period. The New Jersey Titans, I'm not sure how they suddenly had two forwards behind the Norwich defense. Roland Ponakal came in by himself. Alex Cymbaluk made the save And then we went right back the other way as the rest of the Titans were changing. A 2-on-0 with Troy Harwell and Ethan Ranger, and Harwell keeping the puck himself, looking to make a good first impression with the Sea Captains and their fans. So 3:45 to go in the second period. Norwich has scored twice, and we are tied at 2. Isaiah McKinney chipped off the glass. Hayden holds the blue line. How many times have we said that in this game as the shot from the point gets deflected out of play? But now we have a whistle, and I think a penalty coming up against the Norwich Sea Captains. That's exactly what's going to happen. A bench minor for unsportsmanlike conduct with 3:30 to go in the second period. And now the New Jersey Titans will go on to their second power play of the game. They're 0 for 1 so far, but keep in mind they did score early in this period just as a power play expired. That was Taito Ishigaki's first of the year. So Josh Manahan will serve the bench minor for Norwich. Drew Schemmel on the draw. A strong penalty kill is almost required for the Sea Captains here with all the momentum they've been able to build in this period. Meanwhile, the Titans, they're 6-2. They started off the year undefeated for the first 6 games. They certainly know how to compete as this one-time shot goes off the side of the cage. Cymbaluk might have gotten a piece of it. Kept alive by Sempt at the point. Sempt shot in and out of the glove of Cymbaluk. Cymbaluk lost his stick momentarily. Now sharp angle attempt saved by Cymbaluk again and cleared all the way down by Schemmel. And Titans getting some dangerous opportunities early on. 35 seconds gone by off the power play. 2:50 to go in the second period. Here is Sempt. Played off the boards and connect with Ponakal. Ponakal drops it off to where his teammate Alex Blazak was. Blazak then went off for a change. Norwich unable to clear, so Sempt winds and fires, sends it off his teammate Ishigaki. Some friendly fire. Now Sempt again. A one-time shot saved by Cymbaluk, and he'll hold on. Sempt looked like he wanted to take the one-timer, eventually realized there was some open space in front of him and just drilled one into the midsection of Alex Cymbaluk. But Cymbaluk, he's a goalie, and they got some padding, we hope. So he'll hold on for a face-off to his right with 2:26 to go in the second period and 56 seconds to go in the New Jersey power play. Brian Lupo on the draw, one back for McKinney. McKinney, now far side Scherf. McKinney again. McKinney falls down on the play. Bain looking to clear. Holton knocked it out, and then Holton has to reach back behind and send it all the way down. 2:08 to go in the period. Here is Scherf. Smoked out by Bain. Given along Lupo. Lupo still hounded by Jamison. Bain eventually gains the blue line and then gets sent hard down to the ice. Big hit thrown by Jamison Bain. Holton clears this out of the zone. McKinney gives back Olsen. Return pass for McKinney, misfired. And with 10 seconds to go, New Jersey will have to break out of their own zone. Loftus all the way down the ice. No icing on the play. Loftus lost his footing for a moment. And that's the reason why there was no icing call. Penalty has expired. Manahan back to the bench. And we're back to five-a-side hockey with under 90 seconds to play in the period. This is sent hard around the glass. McKinney can't keep it in the zone. Schemmel racing up ahead. He has the puck 1-on-2. Schemmel, his shot gets blocked. In the middle of it was Noah Scherf. Now Ward at the blue line. Schemmel and now Ranger. Ranger dishes along Harwell. Distributed back to Hayden. Hayden sends it far side. Schemmel a turnaround shot. It bounces around in the slot. Eventually corralled by Olsen. Olsen unable to clear as Ranger holds it in with under a minute to play in the period. Now Schemmel in the far corner. Bowled over from behind. Harwell in support picks up the puck, looking for an option. Harwell spinning in the circle. Gives back to Ward. Ward tried giving back. Ward eventually comes up with the puck. Ward a shot, saved by Hensley. Rebound is cleared out of the zone. Hayden back to retrieve with 30 seconds to go in the period. Only one forechecker for New Jersey. It's Nick Lang. Now Ranger. His outlet pass goes off of the stick of Sherman. Still manages to find its way into the Titan zone with 18 seconds to go in the period. Smith, fresh off the bench, sends it down deep for Schemmel with 12 to go. Schemmel sent in front off the stick of Harwell. 8 seconds to go in the period. Here's Ward, a shot through the crease and wide. Smith with 5 seconds to go. His shot from the point goes wide as well, and that will do it for the second period. So the Norwich Sea Captain and Trevor Souza on the power play, his second, assisted by Ethan Ranger and Tim Hayden. We are underway for the third. Norwich in their home white uniforms with the red and navy trim. They skate from right to left on your screens at home. Nick Sachs, word out of the locker room for the second period. Sachs has been lost for the rest of the game, a lower body injury. He will not return. Riley Havland for New Jersey, ejected from the game not even 3 minutes into this one. On that hit for Sachs, he has been lost for the game for New Jersey as Harwell puts one onto the tape of Cam Holton. Now Souza, with 4 defenders around him, tries to dipsy-doodle his way into the corner. Souza still battling for the puck. Holton there as well. Cam Holton wearing a half shield on the ice. Might be the first time that he's had a half shield. Here's Holton spinning one that goes wide of the cage. Harwell with a half shield himself sends it into the corner. Moran pinching in from the point. Gets it past McKinney. Now McKinney able to recover, doing battle with Souza. Souza takes it away. Holton there as well. McKinney manages to stay with the puck and gets it as far as the red line. Now Moran in his own zone. Tony Moran from the blue line sends one off the midsection of Isaiah McKinney. That doesn't feel good. At center ice, Ranger sends it in, puts it into the skates of a linesman, picks it up himself. Ranger shot, he scores! Ethan Ranger! A snapshot past the blocker side of goaltender Logan Hensley. And for the first time in this game, Norwich has the lead. It's 3-2. Norwich's leading scorer finds the back of the net. For Ranger, it is his 6th goal of the season. And just a minute and a half into the third period, the Sea Captains lead it by 1. Ranger will stay on the ice for this draw against Brian Lupo, and he wins it back for Hayden. Now Smith, flipped up as far as the red line. Senft, deep in his own end. Plays it to the near side for Lang. Lang's clearing attempt gets knocked down at the blue line. Ranger couldn't get it much deeper. Played off the boards. Ranger now in a defensive area. Gets it as far as the red line before it's taken away by Lupo, and he connects along. Here is Lang. Lang run into by Smith. Cleared out of the zone. Delayed icing, but Harwell manages to outrace the call. Here's Harwell by himself. Picks up Kinahan. Kinahan fans on the shot. Eventually sends it wide. Now Ward pinching in from the point. Given along Harwell. Harwell chipped in front. A turnaround shot off the post. Cleared all the way down into the Norwich bench. Faceoff should remain in the New Jersey zone. But the Sea Captains looking good early in the third period. And courtesy of Ethan Ranger's 6th goal of the year, they lead it 3-2. Jamison Bain on the draw. He goes against Alex Blazak. 50-50 draw is corralled by the Titans, sent around to the near side by Scherf. Now Scherf once again. South of the goal line, goes up the far side. Eventually the puck rattles along for Alex Blazak. Turns into a 2-on-1. Shot goes wide. Blazak picks it up, sends one in front, and a great save by Alex Cymbaluk. He got it with his skate. At the point, here is Scherf. His shot gets blocked. Harwell leads it up for Kinahan. Kinahan off to the races. Kinahan caught by McKinney. Actually ended up shooting the stick out of McKinney's hands. You see the strength of Jack Kinahan on display there. Didn't do much good for the shot as it's gloved by Hensley. And the faceoff will be to Hensley's left. 2:58 gone by in the third period. Norwich Sea Captains up 3-2. Manahan, Souza, and Holton, the line for the Sea Caps. In the corner, McKinney. Souza knocked down from behind, no call coming. Here is Souza again. Kept alive at the blue line, but only for a moment. Cleared out of the zone. Here is Robert Sherman. Sherman, watched by Souza. Sherman chips one towards the slot, eventually getting a backhander off was Duke Kirsting. And Alex Cymbaluk with a routine save. Faceoff will be to his left. Now you see Alex Cymbaluk on your screens at home. Pads that were white at one point, now tinged gray and black with more puck marks than you can shake a stick at. Is this going to be a penalty against New Jersey? It will be. It's going to be a delay of game penalty against Robert Sherman. First time that we have seen this in a Norwich game this year. In the past, when a centerman made a false start on the faceoff, he would get kicked out of the draw. This year, the rule changed so that the centerman gets warned. If he does it again, it results in a penalty. And this time, Robert Sherman, 2 face-off infractions. He'll sit for 2 minutes, and the Norwich Sea Captains go back onto the power play. They are 1 for 2 so far. It's going to be Schemmel, Ranger, and Harwell. Up front, Tim Hayden and Tony Moran on the point, but Hayden, right off the faceoff, goes to the front of the net, so his job's going to be to cause as much trouble as he can for the eyes of Logan Hensley. Here is Harwell picking it up. Harwell sauces along Moran. Moran knocked off of his stick by Renbarger. Renbarger and Moran both chasing after it as a battle of 14s in the corner. Coming up with it is Moran, but then stolen away by Renbarger. Nice job, short-handed by Jacob Renbarger. Eventually, he's stripped of the puck by Troy Harwell. And now it's 2-on-2 back into the New Jersey zone. Harwell not looking for the shot as he wants to get things set up for the power play. Now Ranger swings back Harwell. Harwell stepping on in. A shot deflected off of Hayden and wide. Hayden picks up the loose puck in the corner. Losing his stick is McKinney. Now he's able to recover. Ethan Ranger shoveled along for Souza. Souza fakes the pass to Harwell. Norwich needs to spread out a bit. Now Souza gives along Ethan Ranger. Ranger feeds along Schemmel. One more for Hayden, and Hayden couldn't take the shot. Now Souza again at the blue line. He'll wind and fire, and Hensley steers it into the corner. 49 seconds to go on the power play. Here's Schemmel for Ranger, a shot. Turnaround shot by Hayden, and a blind save by Logan Hensley. Well, sometimes it pays to be better lucky than good. Schemmel, his pass deflects just wide of the cage. A one-time shot by Holton goes wide. Schemmel picks it up. Sharp angle attempt deflects off the stick of McKinney and out of play. Faceoff remains in the offensive zone for Norwich with 25 seconds to go on their power play. Oh, Tim Hayden gets robbed of a power play goal. Puck was loose in front of him, and Hayden, using his backhander, throws it towards goal. Hensley didn't even know where the puck was, but solid positioning down in the butterfly is responsible for the save. Off the draw, it's given back to Smith at the point. D-to-D Loftus. Loftus, his shot goes wide. Played off the backboards and pitchforked all the way out of the zone by Sam Senft. 10 seconds to go on the man advantage. Perhaps time for one last offensive rush. Smith turns away from the pressure of Blazak. Now 3 seconds to go on the power play. Onto the tape of Holton. Power play has expired, and we're back to five-a-side hockey. Ward battling for the puck with Senft behind the net. Holton there as well. Ishigaki for New Jersey eventually frees it up. Along the wall, chipped up, and now here come the Titans 2-on-2 out of their zone. Pass to the near side, too far. Smith is able to send it up ice. Titans recovering in their own end. Here is McKinney. Boy, has he played plenty in this game. Scherf gets it out of the zone. Harwell quickly gives back Smith. Now Loftus and Troy Harwell again. Harwell Into the Norwich, or rather into the New Jersey zone. Tried giving up ahead for Souza, just out of Souza's reach. Scherf is able to clear as far as the red line, where Tim Hayden, fresh off the bench, throws it back into the New Jersey zone. We have a whistle, and icing has been called. So 13:41 to go in the third period, and an offensive zone faceoff coming up for the New Jersey Titans, trailing by 1. They'll set things up to the right side of Alex Cymbaluk. Renbarger, Lupo, and Lang, the line for New Jersey. Trevor Souza on the draw for Norwich. One back by Lupo. Salas at the point, wanting to take a shot, blocked by Kinahan, so he simply throws it on down. Now Renbarger for Lupo. Giving back Salas at the point. Salas steps in a shot. Never made its way through. Went off a teammate's stick and Lang in front. Kinahan from the blue line will throw it down deep. Salas met by Harwell. Those two battle in the far corner. Kinahan and Lupo decide to join the fracas. Everybody poking at the puck, which is pinned up right along the goal line. Puck eventually pops out, and McKinney, realizing nobody else saw it, comes by. He turns the puck over. Kinahan scores! Jack Kinahan off the turnover. 4-2 Norwich. Right place, right time. And you see the Norwich bench. They lead it by 2. For Kinahan, it is his 4th goal of the season. And it gives the Sea Captains a little insurance marker with 13:01 to go in the third. And that's what hard work gets you. There was a scrum in the corner. Puck popped out. McKinney wanted to go through a dangerous area, and Kinahan takes it away. Now back the other way. Here comes New Jersey. It's Cameron Burns. He scores! Cameron Burns upstairs over the glove of Alex Cymbaluk. And the Titans respond. It's 4-3. For Burns, it is his first goal of the season in his New Jersey Titans NA3HL debut. Sam Sempt grabbing the puck from the linesman. I'm telling you, the New Jersey Titans are going to go home with half the pucks in this building today. So the Titans respond, and they keep the deficit now back, or rather they get the deficit back to 1. Let's see how the Sea Captains respond as they try and regain the 2-goal lead. They'll need to get possession of the puck first, though, as Taito Ishigaki, knocked down on the play, gets the puck out of the zone. Smith can't get to the puck before it's poked past him by Blazak. Down low, Hayden gets there and gives along for Cam Holton. Holton caught from behind by Ishigaki. Cleared out of the zone again. This will be collected by Hayden. Just about 8 minutes gone by in the third. Manahan gives along for Ethan Ranger. Ranger fans on the shot. Puck is still there. Salas did a good job of canceling out Ranger. Now everybody falling over each other. Smith wants to take the shot, steps in. Eventually it deflects into the corner. Well, not the prettiest of hockey the last 30 seconds or so. Sent back down into the near side corner where Isaiah McKinney gets knocked off the puck. Ranger still battling for it. Puck squirts out towards center ice. Hayden's able to corral. Hayden at the blue line will send it down deep and chase after it himself. Salas the first one there for New Jersey. He takes a hit from Hayden, and that's going to result in a penalty. Well, some groans coming up from the Norwich faithful as Tim Hayden's going to find himself in the box at 2 minutes for roughing. And now the New Jersey Titans get to go back on the power play. They're 0 for 2 so far. And with 11:26 to go in regulation time, they have an opportunity to tie this game. So now the Sea Captains with a task in front of them. They're up by 1. On a big kill, and well, a kill here would go a long way to finishing off of that 7-game slide that the Sea Captains are currently on. It'll be Drew Schemmel on the shorthanded faceoff. He wins it back. Loftus wants to clear, knocked down out of midair. Given back to the point. Now Olsen, fans on the shot. Loose puck picked up by Troy Harwell. And Harwell, with 4 defenders keeping an eye on him, breaks into his own long-range shot, gloved by Hensley. Hensley eventually frees it. Now here is Sempt. Stolen from behind by Harwell. Harwell gives back to Loftus, and Loftus will flop one into the zone. Picked up by Lang. Lang throws it up the near side wall. Harwell, so strong on the penalty kill, looking for the puck. Instead, it's taken away by Lang. And Lang swings it into the Norwich zone, right onto the stick of Tony Moran. And Moran, hard off the glass. It goes all the way down again. 1:10 to go on the New Jersey power play. Fresh legs on the ice for Norwich as Holton forces a pass around to the far side. Jamison Bain picks up the loose puck. Bain simply throws it back the same side wall, knocked down by Blazak. He given along for Lang, and Lang wraps one around the Norwich zone. Just as quickly, Trevor Souza gets it on out. Now Lang again. Well off sides are the Titans. As caught behind the play was Roland Ponakal. Faceoff will be out in the neutral zone with 45 seconds to go in the Tim Hayden Roughing Minor. 10-11 to go in regulation time. Norwich leads 4-3. Off the draw. Here's Souza with the puck. Souza will send this off the stick of Noah Scherf and all the way down. Titans begin to break out and into the Norwich zone. Flipped on down by Blazak. Blazak, who has a pair of assists in this game, sends it along the near side wall. Having trouble with that was Ishigaki. Taito Ishigaki eventually gives it back to the point. Here is Scherf. One-time shot by Salas, saved by Cymbaluk. Salas goes behind the net for Ishigaki. Now Blazak. His pass can't be controlled by Scherf. Out of the zone. Sent down by Holton. That'll do it for the power play. And we're back to 5-a-side hockey with 9:20 to go in regulation time. Here is Salas giving along Scherf. Scherf's pass intercepted by Ranger in the neutral zone. He connects with Jack Kinahan. Kinahan throws it down deep. Now Schemmel for Ranger. All 3 Norwich forwards have scored in this game on this line. Kinahan, nice job fighting off Scherf, sends it behind the net. Now Scherf again. This time gets the puck past Kinahan. Kinahan diving out on the play. Knocks down Lupo. Puck flipped out of the zone, off the glove of Ranger. He manages to one-hand it back to Moran. Moran chips off the glass. And now Ranger back into the zone. Salas there to intercept. He swings along for who else but Isaiah McKinney. I imagine we'll be seeing plenty of McKinney on the New Jersey blue line for the rest of this game. Ranger at the neutral zone sends it down deep. Hensley leaves it behind the net. McKinney. 8:28 to go in regulation time. Turned over. Here's Harwell. Tries feeding Ranger. Ranger falling down on the play. His shot blocked by Salas. Cleared out of the zone. Moran racing back. Cymbaluk wanted to come out and play the puck. Moran gets there first. Moran around the boards. Connects with Ranger. Ranger can't quite fluidly move it up to his stick. McKinney right here in front of us will throw it back down. No icing on the play. Loftus, D to D for Moran with under 8 to play. Moran, a long pass, intercepted at the New Jersey blue line by Mason Garnhart. Garnhart, a shot, kicked aside by Cymbaluk. The rebound goes wide. In the corner, Moran, he's seen enough. He'll throw it all the way down the ice. This will be icing. And with 7:40 to go in the third period, face-off will once again be in the Norwich zone. There's an orphan stick behind the Norwich net. Not sure who that one belongs to. Eventually the linesman notices, and he'll take it on over to the bench, figure out who it belongs to. Looks like it's going New Jersey's way, and reunited with his twig is Cameron Burns. Those things are expensive these days. When I was playing, you can grab a wooden Sherwood stick for about $12. And these days, if you're getting a stick under $200, it's considered a deal. That sounds a little crazy. Out towards center ice, it's Lucas Salas. Nice, nifty little pass, connects up ahead with Blazak. Blazak now into the Norwich zone. Knocked off of Blazak's stick. Schemmel. Remember, tired legs on the ice for Norwich as this goes behind the net. Moran cancels out Ishigaki. Ishigaki still managed to send it back to the point. They score! Lucas Salas on a blast from the point. It was deflected on its way through. But with 7:04 to go in the third period, we are tied once again, now at 4. For Salas, it is his first of the season. And now the Sea Captains have surrendered 2 unanswered goals. And they find themselves tied with New Jersey once again. Let's see how they respond and try and regain the lead. Sent down into the Norwich zone. Daryl Smith there to pick it up. Sends one ahead for Manahan. Josh Manahan caught from behind. Turning with this is Kirsting. Kirsting couldn't get it deep into the Norwich zone. Holton one-hands one up ahead. Loose puck at the blue line. Sent into the zone by Manahan. Then he has to touch up. And Norwich can enter in onside. Here's Renbarger. Off the board, Smith chasing after it. Right behind him, Lang. Smith doing a good job of using his body to shield the puck. Up ahead for Souza, and now Josh Manahan. Manahan turned around at the blue line. Smith will weakly send it into the New Jersey zone. Had a little more time than he thought. McKinney, D-to-D back for Garnhart. Mason Garnhart up ahead. Ward gets it out of the zone once, gets it out of the zone twice, not with possession, as Garnhart recollects at his own blue line. From the red line, he'll send one that goes over the outstretched glove of Alex Cymbaluk. Down low, it's Brian Lupo. Lupo sends Ward down to the ice and then gives along for Olsen. Olsen lost possession. Back the other way they come is Matt Ward. His pass too far for Harwell. Bain at the red line picks it up. And now Jack Kinahan. He scored the last goal for Norwich. But after a pair of Titans goals, that goal seems long ago. Here is Salas, most recent scorer in this game. Directs up ahead, Olsen. Olsen's pass too far for everybody. This should be icing. And there's a whistle. 5:18 to go in the third period. Tied at 4 between the Norwich Sea Captains and the New Jersey Titans. This one's coming down to the wire. Faceoff will be to the right of Logan Hensley. Hensley undefeated so far this year for New Jersey. He'll have a face-off to his left. Ethan Ranger steps in for the draw against Brian Lupo. On a 50-50 draw, puck is battled for by Harwell. Harwell comes up with the puck. Harwell on the half wall. Thrown into the boards by Salas, lost possession. At the red line, Kinahan slaps it back down into the Titan zone. First one there is Sempt. Sempt, smoked out by Harwell, picks up some support in Salas. Salas, a long-range pass, was intended for Ishigaki. Ishigaki got knocked down at the blue line. Loose puck at the red line now, picked up by Salas. Lost possession. Loftus plays one off the boards. Do the Sea Captains have a little more magic left in their sticks? 4:40 to go in the third period and a defensive zone face-off coming up. Sea Captains have had difficulty in this period through the neutral zone. Lots of passes simply getting thrown up the wall with no recipient in mind. And they'll need to improve upon that, as you can't score every goal via breakaway. Be nice if you could, but that's not the way this game works. At the point, it's McKinney. McKinney shot blocked by Schemmel. Picked up by Souza. Souza tries shipping ahead for Schemmel. Drew Schemmel racing ahead. He's knocked down from behind, and no call coming. Oh, Schemmel didn't have possession of the puck. He was interfered with, but the play continues. Here's Holton looking to free it up. Schemmel does. Moran giving along Souza. Back for Smith. Smith looking for a shot. Deflects a couple times, and it goes wide. McKinney picks up the loose puck in the corner. Tries flipping it out of the zone. Misfire. Souza can't corral it, and the Titans are able to clear. Up ahead, it's a 2-on-1 developing. Here's Ishigaki. A shot, he scores! Taito Ishigaki, his second of the game. And with 3:56 to go, the New Jersey Titans retake the lead. It's 5-4. Taito Ishigaki, a native of Tokyo, Japan, finds the back of the net twice. And he has given the Titans a lead with 3:56 to go in the third. New Jersey with 3 unanswered to come storming back. So now, Sea Captains need to dig deeper. Pride on the line certainly for this team as Ranger with a shot saved by Hensley. Hensley then had some words for Josh Manahan, who was directed into him by a New Jersey defenseman. Manahan's simply laughing, going, I didn't do anything there. Face-off will be to Hensley's right. Bain, Ethan Ranger, Josh Manahan up front, Hayden and Ward the defenseman. It'll be Ranger on the draw. The right-handed shot steps on in and wins the face-off to the near side wall. Manahan throws one towards the front of the net, intercepted by Salas. Salas gives up ahead Olsen. Olsen wiped out on the play. Ward swings it back the other way. Outside the reach of Manahan. Big hit thrown as both Manahan and Sempt go tumbling down to the ice. Salas reverses back into the near side corner. Burns throws it back for Salas. Giving along Olsen. Under 3.5 to go in regulation time. Off the bench, it's Harwell. Harwell able to break things up momentarily. New Jersey playing a game of keep away. Harwell, a turnaround shot saved by Hensley, and he'll hold on. Well, the Titans want to kill off the rest of this clock. Perhaps a couple ill-advised passes in the defensive zone, giving an opportunity for Troy Harwell, who already has an assist in this game, his first as a Sea Captain. Souza, Kinahan, and Harwell up front. Off the draw, puck still in the dot. Harwell eventually comes in to help out and gives back from Moran. Moran misfired on the pass, and clearing it out of the zone is Lang. Lang will flip it down into the Norwich end with 3 minutes to go in regulation time. Moran in the corner with Renbarger. Loose puck collected by Sean Loftus. Loftus at the blue line. Managed to get it into the zone and somehow kept it onside, but no, he did not. There's the whistle, as that was blown by the far side linesman. Normally you would expect the linesman on this side of the ice to make the call, but instead, faceoff will be outside the zone of New Jersey with 2:42 to go. Trevor Souza on the draw. Loftus played into the New Jersey zone, flipped back the other way, and Loftus once again. Norwich needs to make sure that they maintain possession of the puck. Simply throwing it up the boards isn't going to work right now. Here is Kinahan, kicking the puck up to his stick. Kinahan from the blue line sends a shot that gets deflected over top of the net. Souza the first one there with 2:20 to go. Souza behind the net, Kinahan. Kinahan wiped out on the play by McKinney. McKinney plays this off the glass and out of the zone. Moran back to retrieve, so is Loftus. Lone forechecker is Duke Kirsting. 2:05 to go as Loftus comes up with the puck. Sean Loftus at center ice. Souza has his pocket picked by Sherman. Now Salas. Off the stick of Sherman, turned over. Kinahan, again, playing it into an empty area. That's what we're talking about when it comes to maintaining possession of the puck. Norwich needs to be careful they don't have too many men on the ice. Nice hand-eye shown by Daryl Smith, and that allows Smith to bring things up for offensively. Now Holton. His shot gets blocked by Olsen, cleared out of the zone. Under 100 seconds to play in regulation. Holton looking to clear it on out. Instead, he gets sent back down into the Norwich end. Now under 90 seconds to play. Here is Ward going behind the net. We'll keep our eyes on Alex Cymbaluk and see when he gets called to the bench in favor of the extra attacker. Norwich needs to get the puck out of the zone first. It's Smith getting it as far as the New Jersey blue line. To the bench goes Cymbaluk, extra attacker on for the Norwich Sea Captains with 1:05 to go. Here's Smith turning the puck over. Olsen, a spin around shot, and it goes wide. Now Jamison Bain, under a minute to go. Who will be the hero for Norwich? This gets sent back down by McKinney, collected by Moran. 48 to go. Moran through center ice. He'll gain the red line and flip it down deep. Punched aside by Hensley. McKinney's first one there. McKinney goes behind the net. Nearly intercepted by Holton. Or check that, Schemmel. Coming up with it is Harwell with 33 to go. Troy Harwell, a shot blocked. Harwell picks up his own rebound. It goes wide. Puck bounces out in front onto the stick of Lang. Lang sends it all the way down the ice and wide. Icing is called with 23.4 to go. Timeout called by Kevin Cunningham and the Norwich Sea Captains, and they'll talk things over. Sea Captains at one point in this third period were leading 4-2. But 3 unanswered goals by New Jersey, including Taito Ishigaki's second goal of the game, show the Titans with the lead with 23.4 to go. Again, as we've mentioned, the Titans coming into this game on a 2-game losing streak. Norwich on a 7-game losing streak. And oh so close to finally getting that monkey off of their back. But again, 3 unanswered in this period. And now we'll see what they can put together off this offensive zone face-off. Looks like it's going to be Drew Schemmel, Ethan Ranger, Trevor Souza, Tim Hayden, Tony Moran, and Troy Harwell on the ice for the Sea Captains. We'll see who takes the face-off. If I had to guess, it'll probably be Ethan Ranger. Sea Captains will have Hayden out to post up in front of the net. It will be Ranger on the draw. He directs Troy Harwell to the shooter's position. Moran the last man back. Jacob Renbarger on the draw for New Jersey. One back by Ranger. Here's Harwell with a shot off the glove of Hensley. Souza picks up the loose puck with 18 to go. Gives back to Moran at the point. Moran a shot. Deflects off a couple sticks in front and goes wide. Harwell with 12 seconds to go. Harwell in the corner. Gives back to Ranger. 8 seconds left. Ranger a drive. Deflects in front. It's loose at the side of the cage. Picked up by Harwell. 2 seconds left. Moran last chance. Blocked. And the New Jersey Titans come up to the Rose